Sweet and sour flowering red onions.
Ooh.
Whoa, flowering red onions.
Now, you could use yellow onions for this, but I'm really partial to the red onion. I like that sweetness. I like the texture of the red onion. And it's got a little cucumbery crunchiness. There's like a juiciness. So, super simple recipe, not much to it. It's all in how you make your cuts. We've got the onion, I've got the root end, and that's the end. You just want to make sure you leave enough of that root end on there so that while you're cooking this, it's going to hold its shape, right? So be careful when you make that cut. And then it sits flat on your cutting board, and you're literally just going to make a cut at an angle like this. And you're not going to go all the way through, just about 2/3 of the way through, and you stop, and then you just turn it a quarter turn. You make that same cut, not all the way through, and just one more time. Right? Now you think, okay, I get where you're going with this, right? The flour. But we have to cook it a little bit before we roast it in the oven. And you do that just by dropping them in boiling salted water. 4 or 5 minutes. We're looking to tenderize that onion, get inside the building, you know, start chatting the onion up and saying, hey, I need you to fall apart and become this beautiful flour. Now, I've had one in the water for a couple of minutes. You see right when it goes in the water, it's vibrant red, it's all tight, can't get inside there, and then it starts to open up. It's a lot like when you put a bouquet of flowers in warm water and you force them open a little bit. If you've ever made bouquets like that, it's the same.
Never knew that.
Right? And so here I had done a few before. And you can see.
Is there any vinegar in that water?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
It's just, at this point, it's just salted water, as if you were cooking pasta or blanching vegetables. And then you want to just pull them open a little bit, right? You can let these cool a minute or two and then open them up. Obviously, they're really hot, but you see we've got that flour. And when they come out of the oven, by the way, we're just going to have a little glaze for them, which is just 2 tablespoons of red and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar with a tablespoon of brown sugar. And you literally just get that simmering on the stove. That's that sweet and sour. And that just kind of simmers on the stove, medium heat. Okay, first we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil. And you wanna get inside the crevices of those onions. This is so pretty. I mean, I think right like this, I'm ready. And it's got a big steak to stand up to, so, you know, it needs a little hair and makeup.
Does HMU, we call it in the biz.
Salt, right, just sprinkle. Don't be afraid to get in there.
This is such a pretty presentation.
I'm
for a
already
dinner party.
mesmerized by it. And you know what? I know the classic chain steakhouse preparation of this is it's a lot easier than frying.
Yeah.
Breading and frying one of these.
Okay, I'm gonna put these in the oven, 425, hot, right? We've got a lot of onion to work through, 40 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
We gotta really let these go.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
I don't know what's coming out of this oven, too.
This is mind-blowing.
Well, it's really pretty.
Oh,
Ooh, I
look
can
at
already
that, Jeff.
see pretty.
They really open
Jeff.
up.
Oh, it looks like a lotus flower.
Yes, it does, on the
Really?
pond.
that?
Lily pad.
And this just, because we boiled them, and then we just roast them. It's super easy. Boil, roast, see you later.
Boom.
Couple of different ingredients. You're just reducing that sugar and vinegar together, right, until it gets kind of syrupy.
I love the little crispy bits of a roasted red onion. That's the best.
Now, if you wanted to like, you know, get it crispy, could you throw breadcrumbs on and throw it in the broiler or something?
Yeah, you could go in a lot of directions
I like
with
this a lot.
This is just the vinegar and the brown sugar, and I'm really looking to a steak or a roasted chicken, somewhere where you almost want a little bit of kind of vinegary sweetness to go. You know, we want to move the entree conversation along a little bit, and I think these are the types of flavors that do that. Don't forget, even though we salted before, these opened up a little bit in the oven. Tiny pinch in the center there, in the heart where it may not have gotten all that seasoning that we put on initially. And this is so easy to serve, and it's dramatic.
Dramatic.
You could do all this ahead of time and just have this sitting here, and people are like, are you a chef? Like, are you on the kitchen?
It's kind of dummy-proof, too. And it's an onion. You know what I mean? It's the whole onion. It's it. There's nothing. It's not a
This
potato.
really is where the side steals the show.
There, very dramatic, I feel.
Oh, beautiful.
That's the prettiest one. Ooh.
I like my medium rare, please.
You want a medium rare onion? Could make these more well done. You could char them a little bit. right?
Toss them under the broiler for a minute.
Such great texture, I feel, with this steak, and we want something different from all those potatoes, okay? We
love
all
the
know.
sweetness that's in that vinegar sauce.
Very paleo.
There's a lot going on in a simple dish.